I never can say goodbye. No, no, no. I never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. Hey, listen, I wish it was a feel good episode, like maybe watching some classic Jackson 5. But unfortunately, episode 3, Ghost Town, Love is Blind, is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm the Dad Panther. Welcome to another episode from the Critics Collective. And I'm all in this series at this point. I haven't seen anything that has made me say I'm not going to watch it anymore. So here we are. So hit the subscribe button, notification bell, comments, likes, those things to let people know that we're here, new channel, and just that. So for this episode, the last episode 2, left on the fact that Anna wasn't there inside that room for Patrick. And I had talked about in the last episode how I thought maybe what was happening was she was choosing, because I'm just learning that the obvious is you could have top 2, 3, 5, that you're dating, and there's other characters, or I wouldn't say characters, respectfully, other humans in these rooms, the men and women's quarters, that I have not seen yet. Unless I'm missing something, they may be introduced later or whatever the case is, coming off the bench, respectfully. So we basically find out that Anna is gone. Anna left the experiment. I didn't know you had the option to leave. I didn't know if there was a vote out situation, but wow. And I really, like I said, I just thought they had such a breakthrough, not just with her and Patrick, but her and herself, of finding that common ground and how important it is to find that. And I don't know what happened. She didn't say goodbye to anybody. It was just like, she's not there. And I feel bad for Patrick. Patrick's sitting there and going against what he wanted to do, which I think was Casey, where he was like, hey, I'm listening to what Anna's saying, and I think we could do this. I think we could walk into this together and do something we've never done before in our relationship. And it's completely wow, I did not know that was an option for this. The other thing was Mike. Again, fucking red flags with Mike. Maybe it's just me seeing this. I don't know. There's fucking red flags. He's with Megan W., who's the businesswoman, one of the handful of businesswomen that are here. There are a lot of entrepreneurs that are successful doing it big, but he's saying things like, "Oh, I asked that question to press your buttons." Even the question again about his age comes up, and it's kind of like, "How old do you think I am?" He's like, I feel like he has to always control the conversation, and I don't get it. It was a conversation with someone else's kid. It might have been Jordan, respectfully, as his child has type 1 diabetes, and he went into that and how hard that was, and he'll do anything to provide for his son, and that's important. Even me as a parent, I think anybody with a soul can understand that basic want or need for the people that depend on you or you're surrounded with. And Mike's conversation was like, yeah, his kid has diabetes and it's because of his diet. He's got to eat better. And I was like, that is just just continually telling of this guy, Mike. So we have a review called Adolescence. Go check that out if you haven't seen it on Netflix. I think the co-star won an Oscar for it, and it was an interesting take on something that I think is so common now to see, whether you find it on a social media comment type of thing or you see it out there dating. I've been married almost. I've been off, not a restricted free agent or a free agent. I've signed a long-term contract for almost 20 years now. I'm a vet. I don't know how you guys do it out there dating. It's not the same. At least for me, it doesn't look like it's the same. So I don't know, but Mike, red flags all over the place. Now, Megan is going to friend zone Jordan. And I'm like, why? Because to me, those two seem like Megan's going to go out there and do her business, make her money, do the things she has to do. And then I feel like you can come home, Netflix and chill is right there. Netflix and cozy. I felt like there was times they're sitting on the couch doing exactly what I would think they would be doing at home. She comes home from doing what she's got to do. He's working, and she finds peace in him that she can just be herself, and he doesn't seem intimidated by her drive and will to continue to add to her business and things of that nature. So I felt like that's what she asked for. She wanted a Jordan, yet it seems like she's completely attracted to Mike, who is a fucking a-hole. There's no other way to say it. He's a freaking a-hole. So I just feel like that's wild that some men and women are attracted to the thing that they say they don't want, or the thing that hurt them before, or whatever. I don't know. That's just me. Joe and Madison get together. They're fine with closing the door on not knowing each other physically and getting a chance to physically see each other, as Joe forgets the ring, gets down on one knee and lets her know, hey, look, let's do this thing. Madison 100% is in on it. It reminds me of Allie, if I'm saying her name right, 100% in on it, with the way that she sees him, the embrace, the hug, like she's like feeling his arm all the way down his fingers. Like I could be taking this wrong. She's 100% in. On the kiss, it's 100% in. And Joe is just kind of stepped back. Even the stuff that Joe was saying was like, you're not what I expected. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, don't say it like that, my guy. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know. Like, your voice doesn't fit what I'm looking at. I'm like, if you're trying to give a compliment, my guy, I don't see it. I can't even say, yeah, they're fishing for it. I don't see the comp. And Madison tried to like phrase it and kind of make it away. But I feel like Joe expected something. And I think he even said in his one-on-one in the chair, he was like, I was expecting this. I don't know. So you got that. You have Kay and Brendan and Nick. I feel bad for Kay. She was the one, I think I said, that sees second episode where she didn't see the red flags, but she felt like there was something off, but she's blaming herself as if because she's overthinking it, she's messing up her opportunity because they're both great guys. No, your meter's correct. Nick is an a-hole. Like he's another one. Him and Mike. I don't those two. I don't. Maybe I'm just looking at it. The other thing I'm seeing is maybe it's just me, non-traditional. The men, and it's also the editing. I'll keep saying it. I know it's chopped a certain way to make us feel the way we feel. The men are just like, yeah. So if I come home and you're cooking dinner, if you're doing the dishes, I caress your back. If you're folding clothes, I'm like, is there a scenario in which you do some shit? Is there, like, they're talking about kids, I want to have kids, I want to have a family. Is there a scenario in which you say you're going to change a diaper, or say, hey, go out with your girlfriends, I got the kiddos, enjoy yourself, go out for the weekend, enjoy yourself? I don't see that. I don't know. And I feel like a lot of the ladies are cool with it. Like they're verbally saying, yeah, I'm going to do that. Except for, I think Megan told Mike, yo, back up. Like I'm going to come at you. I'm going to check you. And I felt like Mike was like, whoa, but then Mike checked her a few times verbally, I feel. And now I feel like she's chasing Mike. Megan W. Sparkle. Then you have Patrick and Casey. Patrick is now on the rebound. He's trying to figure stuff out. He really wants to be in this house, in this experiment, because he wants to find love. And he put himself out there. And now, like a boxer getting knocked out, and then you got the 3 count of go check out that show. Technically in boxing, you got 10 counts. But anywho, you have it where he's like trying to regroup himself and get back into it. And so it's just interesting to see that one. Mike is still an a-hole because now it's Mike versus Jordan. I'm Team Jordan in this situation, obviously. And Mike is like, I'm better than him because I exude a certain look. There's nothing that I saw that guarantees that Mike is just as successful as Megan W. But I feel like Megan is buying into this, the sound of his voice, the way that he talks about the club or clique or society that he's in for business people, and we can have great looking kids and they're going to be healthy. And he makes a comment about, oh, the shopping, I don't know what to buy. And she's like, I'll buy it. You want me to do the shopping? He's like, no, you can do the cart list, like Instacart type of thing. No sponsorship. And I felt like that was a passive aggressive way of, fine, you don't want to go to the store, I don't want to go to the store, and I don't even want to click buttons on an internet to order groceries so you can do it. Which I felt like she accepted. So there's so many red flags with Mike, to the point that Mike says something like, "Oh, I know you like bad boys. I know you like bad guys." And Megan doesn't combat it. She doesn't fight it. She sits there with a smile of, "Oh crap," because even Mike goes, "You were ghosted. You were ghosted." Like, in the way he was saying, I could be wrong. He was saying like, "You were ghosted. You you got no choice but to talk to me. I know the two people you're talking to. Who is me and Jordan? I'm better than Jordan because of this, because of that. The image I give you." And she did not back down. I mean, she didn't. She was the character I thought at the beginning that was going to be the strongest, the toughest, and I just felt like, what happened? What happened? Because she even has a point where she breaks down and she's like, she's afraid, and it's scary. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, like, oh, it's you're dating, and this is forever. You're dating, and maybe you're older in your life. You're dating, and there's so many things that are going up. Maybe you feel like you failed in the dating spot up into there, and that's crazy. So she's getting ready to Megan W's getting ready to friend. I think it was it Jordan? What was it? I can't remember who now, but yeah, I think it's Jordan. She's getting ready to friend him, but the connection is there, and she realizes it, and she doesn't know what to do. So that makes her insecure, kind of her decision making. And I think the one that she really wanted to go to, I could be wrong, was Blake. And what we learned in this episode, Blake goes as well. Blake goes back to the men's quarter and tells the producer, like, "Yeah, I'm done. I want more. I want to still keep looking." He's not ready to get married for who he's seen right now in this experiment. So he goes home. Um, and then at the end, you have Ed and KB. They see each other. They're coordinated as far as the fashion. I don't know if that was an inside thing that they did, but I thought it was cute because a lot of the other couples dressed nice as well. Uh, Good looking couples. But they were the only ones I saw so far that was matching. Now, I felt like KB proposed to him. She gives a long poem, and while she's doing it, I can't stop thinking about the fact that this guy was sitting there doing a fake track run as they're like, ready, set, and he was just doing it, and he's running these sprints, and he's telling her I'm running these sprints, and I feel like you can see the look on her face, like she doesn't want to go this route necessarily, but she's going to do it. Like, even like I felt like I felt she was proposing. She says something like, I'm gonna "You're not your past." I'm paraphrasing. Something like, "You're not your past. Sorry that people passed on you, but I won't pass on you. And I got you, and I got us." And I'm like, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you feel like you need and you're looking for in a relationship, more power to you. But unfortunately, I think of the three that have gotten together, I feel like this Ed and KB is going to be something to see in a toxic way. I feel like Mike and KB, no, sorry, Mike and Edmund are two of the same fucking people. Their approach is just different. You can take and sprinkle glitter on it. It's still the same thing. Still the same thing. Like what Shakespeare said, or someone who told Shakespeare to say it, it was like, "A rose by any name will smell just the same." Let's rate this. All right. So here we like to rate stuff from a 0 to 5. The last episode, I went pretty high on it. I kind of started and just, but this one, I'm kind of seeing kind of what's going on. I'm not rating it based off the personalities on the show. It's more or less, I guess, how they're serving the episode, because this one is Ghost Town. And I felt like it was ghosted. I didn't expect two people to leave the show. Didn't even know that was a fucking option. So two people leave the show. Two people are reeling to try to figure out exactly what they're going to do. So I know what you should do. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the things to say. I would rate this a 4. I mean, it's called Ghost Town. It did exactly what it needed to do. I don't think it was a 5, but I think narrative wise, out of reality, you're cutting a good story, and I'm still here. And that's what you're supposed to do. How can you keep people watching? And so I appreciate you watching. You could have been anywhere. And until next time, kalika allow.